Ways that can improve Apple Siri. Hello, lovely YouTube family. Welcome back to TechZone. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. The Apple ecosystem is indeed a massive selling reason for any Apple product and a big cause why Apple has such high brand loyalty across so many different product lines. It is a big contributor to their ongoing success, and Apple should in fact continue to invest into it. Siri is an extremely intriguing product, as it was the very first significant voice assistant to be released in the world. Yet it is currently generally settled upon as behind Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Apple themselves appear to recognize this, and have as of late recruited John Giannandrea, Google's previous head of artificial intelligence, in a bid to speed up their advancement in the field. It is key that Apple work on their contribution, as Siri is vital to their drawn-out vision. One major separating factor among Apple and its rivals in this space is their obligation to its clients' privacy. Due to this, Apple has a lot of scope in further developing Siri so that they can overwhelm the market. The suggestions we have listed are for both Siri Voice and Siri Spotlight Search. These features are based on the interactions with voice assistants. These suggestions and changes would be worthwhile for Apple to implement. With that in mind, here are some features changes we would like to see. Number 1. The ability to take multiple commands in one dialogue. With any voice assistant, the definitive objective is to arrive at a point where conversing with it is as near a characteristic discussion as could be expected, permitting the users to say orders without a specific organized configuration. The capacity to make various orders is a stride toward that path. At this moment, assuming you need to check the climate and the situation with your flight, you need to go through two distinctive exchange streams, which is cumbersome to say the least. Having the option to do both in one exchange articulation features the comfort that voice can give. This component will require Apple in fostering their NLP algorithm to characterize orders dependent on verbiage, for example, and also or simply pause in sentences, which, albeit difficult, can definitely be done. Google Discourse Stream as of now has this as a component that the devs can take advantage of. Number 2. Provide more relevant answers. This is probably the most compelling motivation that users incline toward Google Assistant to Siri. Simply put, when you ask Google any basic general information, Google really gives the appropriate response while Siri doesn't always. For instance, on the off chance that you ask how much an iPhone 13 is worth, Google gives you the cost while Siri only furnishes you with an overall portrayal of the item. It is comprehended that this is presumably because of the way that Google Search is firmly interlinked with the Google Assistant. If Apple and Siri want to compete in this space, they will have to find a way to provide answers to common questions such as this. Maybe associations with elective search providers or associations like Wikipedia could really help. Number 3. Understanding context better. Context is a critical piece of any discussion, and understanding it is the key for voice assistants to move towards turning into a characteristic discussion for the client. Siri does understand the related context, yet not to the level its rivals do. For instance, in the event that you happen to inquire, "Who is Kamala Harris?" trailed by "How old is she?" Siri will comprehend and offer you the right response. However, if you inquired, "How far is California?" trailed by "What is the climate there like?" Siri doesn't keep up. Rather, it winds up giving you the climate for your present area, while Google Assistant offers the right response with the climate in California. Number 4. Add suggestions on what to ask Siri next. This is a feature that we really like with Google Assistant, and we believe that Siri could really benefit from having. Even now, a number of customers are not really sure about what they should be asking their voice assistant, and having some little bubble suggestions underneath will go a long way in helping customers in understanding how Siri can help them. Number 5. Add cross-ecosystem spotlight search suggestions. One of the most valuable Siri highlights is Spotlight Searchware, utilizing on-gadget machine learning. The gadget proposes which applications and activities you should utilize. It is in reality very great and quite often precisely shows up an application you need to utilize or a helpful activity. In spite of this, there is certainly opportunity to get better, and following development is to empower cross-biological system spotlight ideas. One exceptionally valuable component in the Apple biological system is permitting you to settle on telephone decisions from any gadget as long as you have an iPhone. So a straightforward illustration of where cross-gadget ideas could help is essentially giving you an idea to call individuals on your iPad rather than simply on the iPhone. A genuine execution will likely see idea information adjusted to a client's iCloud account. Notwithstanding it being in the cloud, it should in any case keep up with client privacy, as Apple doesn't approach your iCloud information. The greatest admonition would incorporate these cloud ideas with the current on-gadget ML calculation, yet with some refactoring it ought to be conceivable. Other environment-centered ideas could be to airdrop ongoing photographs to another gadget, make an impression on a companion while being on an iPad, or open up an of-late website page from one more gadget other than your present one. There are various features that Apple could add to completely and fully explore it. Overall, Siri is a very robust platform, but does need work in order to become competitive with Google and Amazon. With the resources Apple has at their disposal, we have no doubt that they can re-establish themselves in the space and regain their position in the market. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.